We hope you are enjoying yourself. We tried to make it as entertaining as possible while still doing our very necessary research. And you dispose of any items through this hole. Let's just dispose of our cookie, for example. You throw it with the Q button, or you can open your inventory and say you have this, you can throw it that way. Yeah, okay. Test 4 is crafting. This is a rather simple one. If you play Minecraft, if you don't, it could prove a bit of a challenge, but also a bit of a learning experience. You can place blocks on this. It's rather obvious, I'd say. And then we get all of this stuff. I'm not going to take the cookies because I'm not trying to rack up a score. And you simply have to look at the values. 4 means you make a block with 4, which works for 4 out of 5 of these. And then the lapis lazuli, obviously, you need 9 to make a full block. And there you go. 5 random blocks, but they'll get you across this gap, which is the whole purpose, the sole purpose of this. Alright, here comes a bit more complicated puzzle, where you take this stuff, and you have to cook all of it. So if you cook the 9 iron ore, just for example, I'm gonna get ingots instead of waiting, because I want to make this quick video. We can't have us waiting for ingots. So then you can also cook this into glass. I'm showing you an example while I find the glass. You get 2. Yup, see? Glass. So you get, when you're done, 2 glass things and 9 iron ingots, and you use the 9 iron ingots to make a full iron block. Now you have 3 blocks, enough to cross the gap. Rather easy. This one gets a bit complicated. This one you especially gotta know Minecraft to do. Except for somehow my friend got away with not knowing. He just sort of winged it and figured it out, so maybe it's not as difficult. You make arrows in a bowl. You shoot the picture frame. I would aim a bit high. And it slides down the river. I'm actually going to open this up to show you what happens. It slides down and onto this pressure plate, which removes a block that was here. So let's just get rid of that. Alright, then you get 7 sticks here. And this one's rather simple. You make a ladder. You get 2 of them. So you just fall in the hole. You can put the ladders on the wall and get up to the final room, which has 2 cobble. You can cook the cobble into 2 smooth stone, so we're not even going to cook that. And with 2 smooth stone, you can either make a button or a pressure plate. In the last video, a button was used, so I'll use a pressure plate this time. Simply step on it and the door opens temporarily, then closes behind you. Please dispose of all but the cookies. So you throw your stuff in here, and, well, it's that time again. Do a few quick stretches, because you're about to embark on your second jumping puzzle. We wish you the best, even if you might not trust us yet. And this is Agility Course B. Oh, we've removed the checkpoint this time. Last one had a checkpoint, also because it was longer. This one is less in length. You simply use the ladders to navigate through this puzzle, and a few gold blocks just to make sure your skills are still adequate with those. Oops, I wasn't supposed to jump to that one. Alright, and it's raining outside. Let's turn that off. Go down here. It's hard to see the ladders. That's why you gotta kinda use shift. Sprint jump that one, jump onto this, sprint jump over here, climb up. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a puzzle, really. I mean, I understand some people don't understand parkour and what's so great about it. I just slid off that ladder. Here comes the hardest jump in the game. Literally, it is. because you got to get from here onto this ladder, and it's difficult, but there we go. I practiced a lot. Alright, and head down here to this block over here, jump up, and this is a cool thing. I like this jump, it's kind of fun, although it is difficult, because you get to jump into this little overhang. I don't know what else to call it. And then you go from here onto the iron blocks. You take a bit of damage, but you're on peaceful, so it doesn't matter. Here comes the redstone portion. No cheating. Use the various items in the chest to power the blue block. You may only use items for their room. This is probably one of my favorites because it's redstone. Redstone is cool. Everyone loves it, unless they don't understand it. Which I understand, some people don't. It just takes some figuring out. I remember when I didn't even know what a repeater did. But now I fixed a bug that was in the version that Nick's played. Now this door does open up when you get the redstone to it. My bad, not the computer's. And this is where you place all the redstone in order to get it to the door without the signal dying. There you go. Then you take this redstone, you get 7, and you place those like that. You make like a Tetris piece there, pull both levers. This is an AND gate, obviously, and we're through. That is the end of the puzzles. Things have escalated on the surface. We need you now. Forget the rest of the tests. We'll provide you a shortcut past them. Our apologies. So we're skipping boating, and we're skipping the agility course C. I'll try to explain why we need you as quick as possible. You were selected for political purposes. You see, Herobrine, dictator of the Nether, is involved. If you don't know who Herobrine is, go play Minecraft a bit more. I'm sure you're relieved to skip this puzzle. Yes, indeed, most people are. He transported his entire headquarters right to our doorstep a few days ago, and told us to surrender our land. So we began searching for someone to oppose him, and we found you. We're skipping the piston test. Your mansion's security system is very similar to his. You two think alike, making you the perfect opponent to oppose him. Opponent to him, sorry. But before we sent you in, we had to test your abilities. And we're skipping the final test, but the real final test is ahead, and much more difficult. But there's no more time. Herobrine is preparing an offensive right this second. We're sending you in early, and we can only hope you'll prove a powerful tool. And we're now leaving the tests and entering the surface again. Here comes the big finale. Well, not yet, we have to do a bit more. You ride this minecart through the tunnels. I try to keep it interesting without overdoing it. Right up here. This is mainly for transportation though, so it's not supposed to be too entertaining. Yep, alright. I just tried not to make it too bland. And we're outside again. It's dusk, we got some nice calm music. How perfect. And this is where we exit our Minecraft. On the beach of this island, it says, "We're past our area of control now. It's up to you. Use one of the boats to sail the rest of the trip. Once at Herobrine's HQ, you'll need to use any means to infiltrate the place. Find the fiend and kill him. We cannot provide any more help from here on out." So you take a boat, drop it down in the water, and you follow the torches once more. It's funny because last time we were sailing we had calming music as well, so that worked out good. But here comes the final part, which is Herobrine's base. Obviously you can see his face. kind of rhyme. And you can get out of here. Oh, it doesn't even break because it's so sound. You can kind of take a glimpse into his base, but now let's go through the entrance and please complete 4 basic security tests. He gives us these items, how nice of him. And right off the bat, I would convert these into useful blocks. And obviously the gold and iron blocks cannot do anything to help us. Let's turn that music off, it doesn't fit the mood anymore. Alright, gold, iron, open the door. Here comes the annoying part. I don't know any other way to fix it though.